This is $2 Garage. Welcome back to a snowy junkyard crawl day because thank you, terrible timing. And today we're looking at this Chrysler M body. If you don't know, Chrysler almost went bankrupt and then they started making K cars, which there is no shortage of those here. But they kept one rear-wheel drive platform because it was their premium platform and the cops liked it. This case, this is a Chrysler and all the badging is gone. But this is a Fifth Avenue. The R body was a mid-size sedan. It was the continuation of the M body, which came before that. It was a total sales disaster, had a terrible reputation, so they changed the name. And that body was actually based off of the F body, which was the Plymouth Volare, which is also kind of a disaster. And of course, that was an evolution of the good old B body from the 1960s. It has a semi Rolls-Royce grille. It looks like it came straight out of 1975 for the most part. That being said, nobody really minded at the time. It's obviously rear-wheel drive, not going to pop the hood because it's kind of freezing out, but there's a 318 in there. And we got pretty much a old-school rear-wheel drive sedan. These had a reputation as decent cop cars, much like the Crown Vic that replaced them. And on top of this, they also rode very well in luxury form, as to be expected from something based out of the mid-70s. Being a car that old people tended to buy, proof in point here is a circa 2003 911 sticker that my grandparents' car would have on it. But here we see inside, big heavy doors. I love these interiors. This is a freaking couch on wheels. All the fake wood trim you want, all the red dye you could ever use. You're going to need like 15 cans. But this seems pretty solid. This gauge cluster looks like it came straight out of 1975. And so does most of this dash for that matter. But what seems actually pretty cool, if it wasn't so cold out, was this. That is a Mopar radio, which is really cool to see. Of course, being a 80s Chrysler and rear-wheel drive tend to be owned by old people, the perfect recipe for a 3 on the tree. I think this is a 3-speed or 4-speed automatic in here. These cars tended to be purchased by old people, as you can tell by the actually nice car part of it, that it probably wasn't cheap. That being said, these, again, were picked up by old people and driven. Now, with Mopars being absolutely nuts expensive-wise, these are starting to be appreciated, because if you want a cheap rear-wheel drive V8 Mopar, well, this is one way to get in relatively easily. Just look at these seats. They're, a little old, but damn, look how cushy they are. Following the it's 1986, but I'm old, so it's 1975 aesthetic, we have the same comfortable back seats, an ashtray, of course, and lots and lots of space. This is actually a really nice interior. And look how fancy you are in your Chrysler. Just look at this carpet. This is shag. Of course, look at that real wood that feels an awful lot like plastic. Being an old sedan, shall we say, 2006 era design, we have a massive trunk that is currently filled with ice. Wow, that's a lot of ice. But it actually doesn't look bad. A little boxy and a little outdated, but, it looks okay. Wonder why it's here. Now that'll be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this look at a very interesting last of the dinosaurs, because it was very rapidly replaced with stuff like the LHSs and LX platforms and all that stuff. But this is really the last of the dinosaurs, and I've heard they do drive truly comfortable. This is $2 Garage. Don't forget to leave a like, favorite, and subscribe. And have a nice day.